Hello YouTube, this is Mike Mick44 here, and today we are going to be playing my favorite game, Changed. So, we're going to start a brand new life, and I hope you guys enjoy. This game is not, it's not too easy, couldn't read it in time. This game will not give players any hints, blah blah blah. It's okay. Don't know how my webcam is, but I'm going to go normal mode. And we're going to begin. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. Dot 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 dot. Your eyes sting under the intense light, but you still make an effort to open your eyes and take a look at the situation you're in. Through your hazy eyes, you discover that you're in an unfamiliar room. Your limbs are feel weak, your head is spinning, but the most gripping thing on your mind is that it feels like you haven't eaten anything in years. You possess nothing but a small pair of shorts. You don't even think that they're originally yours. Obviously, you've been kidnapped. Your vague memories seem to align with the fact as well. You've been kidnapped by someone, and they brought you here. You feel very confused, but you clearly understood that the first thing you should do is escape from this room. Alright, you have one goal now. Let's begin. A stage liquid is plushed on the wall. It's probably not a good idea to touch it. Okay, so nothing happens there. It looks like this device controls the capsule, but it's broken. There's a lot of dust on top and no signs of use. Who turned it off? Nothing happened. Nothing happened again. You're pretty sure this button does nothing after all. Okay, it's just going to repeat. Full of pipes and wires. It's quite deep and dark inside. You can't fit that through, of course. It says hold shift to run on the folded paper. Dried unknown chemical participation at the bottom of the test tubes. You're hungry as hell, but you're not nearly that desperate. You're super thirsty, but there's nothing inside, only dust. Who put these notes here? Do not touch them. If you don't want to be one of them, avoid them. I don't know the capsule password. I just hope you awake and read this. Be safe, survivor. Is he talking about something dangerous? The handwriting of his note is rather messy. And from its context, it doesn't seem like that it's written by your kidnappers either. You start hoping this is a bad TV show. Dun dun dun. There are more notes on the second page. It's clearly in another person's handwriting. Please remember to dispose of liquid waste and to clean up the sewer. Do not drop any sticky objects, samples, or chemicals on the floor, especially the samples. Okay. You look inside the strange capsule. It seems like you've been in for a long time. At the bottom, there's a small layer of liquid. You subconsciously think that it might be sweet. Oh, sorry. You must have drunk a lot of this when you were sleeping. You look inside. There's obviously no way to climb in. However, you hear something that sounds like dragging and slipping around. You should probably step back a bit. Now I'm going to... And here's your first death scene. Yes, we all heard this. So we're going to do the original changed, and then later on, when Change Special Edition is fully updated, we'll do that. What was that? Was it some kind of living milk pudding? Whatever it was, this place is clearly not safe anymore. It's not the best time to think about it too much. Upon closer inspection, there appears to be a button deep inside. You put your hand in the vent, carefully wiggling around wires and pipes inside. Finally, you manage to push it. This place is a mess. Seems it's been deserted for a long time. Where are the people that kidnapped you? It doesn't look like they are any humans anywhere around the area. You shivered. You have a feeling that trouble has only begun. Or maybe you're just cold. Let's focus on finding a way out. Unusual machine. It's when you stand in front of it, it scans your iris. It makes a record of your progress. Is this some kind of attendance machine? If a man in this picture was turned into a dog if touched that thing, would it be the same for you? An old newspaper. It details a series of new flu reports. The newspaper looks very old and yellowed, but the date seems very recent to you. How long have you been asleep? You don't know whose notes these are. If we want humanity to continue, we must change our genes. There is no other choice. Is it too late? It matters not as long as I can live, even if I have to reject my humanity. The papers on the back are all medical terminology and chemical formulas. You don't understand a lick of it. Reject my humanity. You still remember what happened before. You don't want to get too close. As you can see, it's empty. Only air and dust resides here now. Oh, I already seen that. This switch is covered with rust. You can't press it. You start to wonder what the button does. Come to Lyderi. I wait you. Who left this? Similar to the machine you have, but it's closed. Still coated with dust, though. Pile boxes, only rubbish. Wait, there's no dust in this hole, but the darkness is making you uneasy. Well, there's no dust. Just repeating. Controls: up, down, left, right, shift, space, escape, F1, F2, Alt, Enter. You probably could move this box easily, but it's definitely a bad idea right now. Nah, I think it's a good idea. Come on, man. Unfortunately, after entering the room, you are pushed in a pile of slime on the door. The door is blocked by latex. It seems that you're trapped inside. These sticky creatures start to attach to your body. You feel itchy, like being wrapped in a fleece blanket. You start to feel a dull pain. It's changing your skin cells, causing your sensory nerves to fail. You lean against the door, barely standing, intending to stand your ground. Those things are creeping up on you. Your lower body is numb, but you aren't panicking. The feeling grave way to something surprisingly relaxing. Your consciousness is starting to drift. Your legs are coated in latex. You can feel oddly smooth. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to skip it. Well, you guys can read that part. You're half covered now. Mucus spreads across your body. But you aren't afraid. You can tell that these things aren't trying to harm you. After all, they feel quite gentle. You're rather comfortable. Suddenly, this mucus completely hangs over your body and covers your chest. Your legs are a little uncomfortable now, but you can still stand. The white liquid on the chest spreads out evenly. The layers slowly fluctuate with your breathing, as if it was part of your body, a second skin. Your face, head, and even your hair is covered. You discover that your legs started bowing like an animal, and your mouth seems elongated. You clearly saw that you had grown a cute nose. Your entire body started cramping due to your radically changing skeletal structure, but thankfully it was quickly subsided. You feel comfortable but confused too. You hypothesize that it may be due to anesthetic toxins. You don't even feel wrapped up anymore. You feel like ice, slowly melting in a pool of water. You feel your tail on your body. The latex tail feels surprisingly light. It's not so sticky either. You picked up a fluffy, rubbery tail. Maybe you secretly always wanted a tail. You cling tightly to the fluffy tail that attached to your new body. You are a little happy that you can be like this. You do not know if it's because of the parasites or if it's a subconscious desire. You feel happy and are completely satisfied. Your adventure probably stops here. Some report is written on this. The experiment failed again, so I locked the room. But this time, I got so close that it almost blew up the entire building. I've manipulated the pattern of the somatic tiles on the floor. Bigger tiles are the key. The password of the storage room is hidden across the floor. I saw there were rats inside the storage room. So we brought in the cat. But yesterday we lost it after it ate our sample. Also, there's something above the balcony. It looks like a wild cat. How could a wild cat be on top of a building like this? All new subjects aren't experimented on voluntarily. We have the last 5 subjects here. I'm sorry for them, but to succeed, to save us all, we need them. We need their sacrifice. Sacrificing a few lives is the preferable option when it means saving many, many lives. A star-shaped piece of plastic. It's not important. Why do you want this thing? It's just a piece of trash. You don't even have any pockets. The sunset shines over the collapsed buildings below. You're standing in a tall tower that you have never seen in a news report or book before. A strange place surrounded by ruins. Only this tower stands against the rumble where the place is this place. Staring down at the broken walls below, you are on verge of panic. Are these the ruins of a city? There is nobody around that can help. You are too focused on the view, unaware of the civet behind you sneaking from the roof. This is absolutely not a normal civet. It appears to be made of rubber. You're knocked over by the so-called civet, landing hard on the floor below. You have no time to care about what kind of civet it is. You just know that you're in trouble. This huge human-shaped feline is approaching you, slowly licking its lips. It lowers its front paw in an attack position. You're staring at it, and it's staring right back at you. At this moment, time seems frozen. The big cat attacked before you could run, but you didn't expect that the big cat wouldn't pounce. Instead, it transformed into a kind of goo, and it coats your entire body. Your whole body starts feeling oddly sticky and warm. Then, feeling of compression as the latex on your body shrinks. It's starting to become difficult to think. Your subconscious is merging with the creature. You've been transferred by this cat. You now think what the cat is thinking, as you lick your lips in satisfaction. You examine your new body, feeling surprisingly happy about it. Maybe one day you'll forget that you were ever human. Your adventure ends here. 71421. What happens if I get it wrong? Okay, nothing. Oh, I can't enter that room? I'm sorry, guys. I just want to figure out what rooms we can or can't enter. So they literally force you to go through the exit. Got it. The device that controls the door. You opened it from the other side. I hope it can't squeeze under the door. Hunger, fear, and loathsome flooded your heart like a tsunami. For a poor guy who's been locked away for long, you're almost at the end of your rope. You don't know what's safe anymore. Those unfamiliar creatures are in every corner, and you have no idea when they're going to show up next. You start praying for someone, anyone to show up, for any sort of human, just one person. It could be anyone, even the people who kidnapped you. But there's nothing, not even any decent clothes, only monster. Your legs are weak and tired, but you have no other choice. You have to keep going. Get out of the building alive. You struggle desperately, kicking, pushing, rolling on the ground. With all your efforts, you finally ripped that sticky thing off of your body. The slime slides back into the pipe and runs away. It looks like the door was welded shut. You could hear water dripping behind the door. They stopped fixing the vent pipe. Someone said they saw something moving inside of it. My friend told me it's an escape sample. The kind of virus is a super virus that has never been recorded before. This virus has a long latent period and is spreaded through many different methods. It's also difficult to detect before it's too late. I'm wondering what this sounds like. This virus has a long latent period. Wait, I already read that. This is our demise and civilization. However, can I? Yeah, you guys can read that. It's too dark to read what's written here. But it's almost like they foretold certain circumstances. But familiar living latex, you already feel hungry, but hungry enough. You almost feel hungry enough to try to eat some. There we go. This is the main electric switch. Behind this plate, if the power cuts out suddenly, the entire office eliminates system will malfunction. If this happens, please fix it ASAP. I tried to mix genes of animals into human genes. I've tested many methods, but until now, there hasn't been an effective way. I heard that the social order on the other side of the globe has completely collapsed. We may have been carrying the virus for quite some time. But if we aren't human, then it won't affect us, right? Do you want to search the box? While you were digging through the old garbage, you were pricked by an old needle. It wasn't bleeding, so you ignored it. But in a minute, you start to feel unusually warm. Your head starts feeling dizzy too. Tiny gray squares overwhelm your vision. You struggle to maintain your footing, but you fell. You don't have the strength to stand up anymore. You feel like you're going to die. You suspect that it was filled with poison. However, with a strange squirming, you notice that your ears are becoming longer and bigger. You can control them freely as well. Then you discover that your body is also beginning to grow. invisible fuzz, the same color of your hair. It's true, you pull on your tuft of it. It feels like your normal hair. It hurts a bit too. Your body feels like it's boiling now, and your hair starts emerging from your skin. You try to stay calm as you watch yourself slowly change. Your elongated teeth bite your tongue, and your nails grow like crazy. You can feel a tail swaying where your caudal vertebrae normally is. It's one of the strangest feelings you've ever experienced. Eventually, everything slows down and the hair stops growing. You slowly open your eyes. You immediately notice that your nose has become further from your face. You stretch out your hand and feel your smooth snout. You've become a werewolf, real hairy and all, but you're not as big as you expected. You squat down on the floor. It's a little unbelievable and a little bit happy. You start to adjust your improved senses. You lost your human identity. At least you like your new appearance. You comfort yourself as you wiggle your tail. So what to do next? Okay guys, well I think this is where I'm going to end the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.